So in the last session, we started with the basics of Python, right? As we wanted to discuss R and Python. So the reply from which the reply which I got from you people is that many of you said that I should discuss some basic things about Python, right? So that's why we started with basics of Python. So in that case, we started with the topic called as data types. So I will continue with that, and I think we were discussing about indexing. So I will continue from the indexing only. And wait for some time, you'll be getting all these things. Okay? You'll be getting all the notes also, whatever I'm discussing. See, so we discussed about numbers, what is a string, what's a print function, and yeah, we are yet to discuss about these things. So here we started with this basics. We started with a topic called as indexing, and in that, let me just open a new notebook here. Okay. So I will just try to ask you some questions based on that because yesterday at the end I talked about some topic which is indexing. So we were discussing about this example. So there was a string like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I hope those who are present now, you are present in the last session also. So you will get it whatever is going on. So indexing in Python always starts with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you go and if you try to start from the right side, it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, and minus 11. This was the example which we were trying to talk about yesterday. Now let me ask you some questions based on that. Before that, let me create a string S is equal to A B C D E F G H I J K. Is it right? A B C D E F G H I J K. Shift enter. It is S. Okay. Now, so you know that indexing starts from 0. So if I go here, it is going to give me A. If I go here, S of suppose if I do minus 1, so it will give me the starting character on the right side, that is nothing but K. And we have already seen what do you mean by slice notation, right? But when I asked some questions to you people, so people were confused. So it was about the step size. Let's try to see some more examples related to that. For example, if I ask you what will be the result of S of, if I am so minus 1, if I am starting from, I am ending at minus 6. Okay, so now this you can tell me what is the result of this S of minus 1 to minus 6. That means starting from minus 1. Okay, so I am getting answers. So Amin is saying empty empty, Yubur is saying empty, Sharan is saying KJIHG. Let's see who is right. Right, so empty. We got empty here. So I hope many of you understood it. I think someone who has answered that you are going to get something that is not right. So Sharan, just make a correction. What happens in this case is that's what I want to explain. So because yesterday I have seen some answers from some people which were not right. Let me explain this what's happening here. See, my starting point is minus 1. This is start, right? And this is nothing but what? Stop. And if you do not give step, by default the step is what? By default the step is always 1. So I could have even written this particular command like this. Is one and the same thing, right? So we just give that particular ABCD again. Yeah. Okay. Now see here. Let's try to understand what's happening and how to remember. So yesterday I talked about one trick or one observation which I observed or which many people actually make use of. When are you going to get empty string and when are you going to get something at all? Let's see. Here what is the starting point? 1. Top minus 1. And what is step size? If not given, by default it is positive. So I told you that just imagine this one as a scale. So on this side it is positive numbers and so on. On this side it is negative numbers. Right? So even if someone is having some confusion here, just try to make correction or just try to remember whatever I am talking about. So see, now in this string, just look at this. I am starting with minus 1 going to minus 4. That means on this string, see, on this string, direction is this, source to target direction is this. And what is step size? Step size is positive. So this direction and this direction, they are opposite. That's why you will get empty string. Right. Now let's try to talk about one more example, which will clear the confusion if it is there. Now see, suppose if I ask you s of, suppose maybe -1 colon 6, okay, colon 1. Now can you tell me what will be the result of this? Are you getting empty or something? -1 colon 6 colon 1. Yes, I am getting answers. Vivor is saying empty. Okay. So let me check whether he is right or wrong. -1 to 6. Yes. Amin is saying KJIH. Sharon is saying empty. Question mark. Manish is saying empty. Let's see. -1 to 6. That means this is the starting point -1. But 6. See what it is saying, -1 to 6. And so if you go and if you check in this way, -1 to 6 if you check, right? And if you check this particular thing, it is positive, right? Now see in this case what's going to happen. Let's see. This is what we were trying to discuss here. So see, here you got empty. Why is it so? Just look at this. -1. Where is 6 here? On this. Starting point, start and target. Right? And what was your stop? What was your step size? This. So this direction and this direction opposite. So you got a empty string once again. Okay. So just try to understand with these examples. Okay. Let me go and try to ask you something like this. S of -1 colon -6 colon -1. Now just tell me what will be your answer here. Is it empty? Okay, K2G. Sharon is saying K2G. Vibhor is saying again K2G. Let me see. Now absolutely right. I hope everybody is able to understand that. Okay, I hope it is clear. Yes, everyone is right. Satya is right. K2G, you are going to get the answer. Why is it so? Because just check. What is your starting point here? The starting point is -1. Right? That means let me just highlight it. See, starting point is -1, ending point is -6. That means this direction, right? And here, what is your step size? Step size is -1. That means this direction. So this direction and this direction they are same. That means you are going to get something. And what is that something? This one. I hope it is clear to everyone. If there is any doubt, you can raise your hand or you can ask a question in the chat box. But I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay. So okay, -1 to -6 will be KJIH. Okay, Amin is saying KJIH. What answer we got here? KJIHG. So why are you saying Amin? Why is it so KJI? Why not G? -1 to -6 colon -1. So see, Amin, why we got KJIHG? Because just try to understand. It is going to take till the first character, till the character. Okay, sir, we said +6. Okay, you are talking about this one. Let me copy whatever he is saying. So Amin is saying -1 colon 6 colon -1 -1 6 -1. See what he is saying is -1 colon 6 colon -1. Is it right? I mean that's what you are saying. -1 colon 6 -1. Okay, I thought you were saying 6. You were saying -6. So yes, KJI. Right. That is right. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Okay. I hope everyone is able to understand that. Okay, so remember, we try to see the concept of indexing with the help of string. But remember, when we will discuss about list or maybe about dictionaries or tuples kind of data structures, in that case, this concept is exactly going to remain same. So same thing we are going to make use of in that case also. So there should not be a need for me to explain you indexing concept separately when we will discuss this. Okay, that's why I just give us enough time for this particular topic. Okay, so that was about indexing. Let's move forward. And yeah, I hope everyone has got the video recording for the first session. I just sent the link in the WhatsApp group, and below that particular link only, below that particular video only, I'll be uploading. I'll be giving you a link, and I'll be uploading this particular document. Okay, and I will just give you I will notify you in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so this is what we have seen yesterday. All these things we have discussed. Print function also we have discussed. Now let's try to talk about something called as lists. Now what is a list? List is a sequence of elements in a set of square brackets. So always remember, whenever we talk about Python, for list, Python makes use of square brackets. So this is a list. Okay, so if I go here and if I try to make use of something like this, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma, suppose something like this, such a, so this is also a list, right? So list is a collection of elements enclosed in a square brackets. Whenever we use square brackets, always remember that it's a list, as simple as that. Now let's try to talk about what we can do, what type of operations we can do with the help of list with simple example. For example, let me create a list. L is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma, let me uh, use a string here, India. Okay, and suppose let me use one more string here, Sachin. Shift enter. Now this is what my L is, right? 1 2 comma 3 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma India comma Sachin. I want again in case of list also indexing is same. Indexing is going to start from 0. Suppose this one you might be doing L of 0 is going to give me 1. What if I want India? What I can do is 0 1 2 3 4. L of 4 is going to give me India, right? This you all of you are aware about. What if I want to grab, now answer my question. Indexing you people have already studied. List also I told you this is a collection of elements. Other operations of list we will try to talk about that. My question is, I want to grab CHIN. I want output as CHIN. Can anyone answer this? Just observe the output of list, output of indexing, and just answer. What if I want to grab Chin? I can grab India, but I want output as CHIN. What should I write? Even I can get Sachin here, but out of that Sachin, I want Chin. What should I do? So yes, I mean it's saying L of 5 of 2 colon 6. And Sharon is saying L of 5. First L of 5. Okay. So now that's how we can make use of indexing. See, L of 5 has given us Sachin, but out of this, if you observe, Sachin is nothing but what? It's a string. So if you want to check the type of that, right? For those who are not aware about it, just check the type of L of 5. It's a string, and just now we have seen how to index a string, right? Then store it in a variable, then 2 colon. Okay, this is what Shravan is saying. But no need to do that. That's also right. So see, as I want Chin as output from this L, so what I can do is L of, this is going to give me Sachin, L of 5, just now we have seen. And this is what? This is a string. So you know how to index a string. L of 5 of, so if you consider Sachin, S-A-C-H-I-N, so S is 0, A is 1, and C is 2. Here only we can do, and you can do it like this. Right? This is going to be the output of Sachin. I hope everyone is able to understand. Right? So this is what my L is. Now, if you want to see which are the different methods which are available for list, what I can do is L dot press tab button on your keyboard. You are going to see all these methods. No need to remember anything, no need to mug up anything here in Python. So see, you will be able to see all these methods. What I have done, I just type L because L is the list which we have created. L dot and press tab button on your keyboard. You will be able to see all these methods. Now, suppose I want to use append. L dot append. Suppose here I use maybe WPU, run it. And now if I go and if I try to check L, you will see that WPU is appended to the original list. So append is nothing but add. It's a ready-made method available in Python for list. Once again, if I go here, suppose if I want to count something, right? Suppose if I want to pop up something on this list, suppose I want to reverse it. Let me go and reverse it. Now see, if I go and if I try to check L, now see it is completely reversed. Right? So what I will do again, I will go and I will reverse it once again and then run it. Now check L, you will be able to see the original L. Right? Similarly, there is a method called as L dot press tab button. Suppose if I use something called as pop. So see what happens because of this pop. So pop by default always going to pop up the last element, and that is nothing but WPU. So if you want to store it some variable, you could have stored it in some variable. If I go and if I have to check L now there is no WPU. Right? This is how you can make use of the ready-made methods which are available for list. Suppose if you want to count something. Now see, if I go and if I try to count like this, it will give me error because count is going to expect at least one element, one argument. So suppose I want to count how many number of times 2 has come. Let me do it. So 2 has come only one time. Right? Suppose I have a list L2 is equal to something like this 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like this. Now this is what my L2 is. In this case, in L2, I want to check a count of how many number of times 2 has occurred. Now see, it is going to give me that 2 has occurred 5 number of times. So in this case, this data is very less, right? Actually, in real time, you will be getting a very large data, huge data set. So in that case, it will be very difficult to count the things manually, and that's why this method is going to be very useful, right? So these are some of the things which you can apply on this. Let me check. So insert, if you want to insert something, count, extend, copy. If you want to clear everything you can go and you can just clear and just check L. L is now empty. This is called as empty list, and that's what is shown here in this file. Let me check anything remaining or not. So this is what a list. You can create a list of strings like this, and yeah, whatever we have seen in case of strings, the slice notation, definitely you can make use of slice notation here also. So Sharon is asking, what's the difference between extend and copy? So see, Sharon, extend is going to do what? Extend is going to add extra elements, or it is going to extend your list by adding some other element from another list. Copy is just a copy of original list. Are you getting? Just a copy. L2, this is my L2. If I go and if I try to make the L2 dot copy, see Sharon, what I will do is L3 is equal to L2 dot copy, and if I go and if I try to run it, I will be getting L3 exactly similar to L2. Is it clear? And extend is, for extend actually you are going to need other arguments. For extend you need to have some other list and you can just extend it. The word itself tells you actually what it is. And yeah, one more thing. Suppose if you people are not able to remember any method out of this, best way is what? Suppose you don't know how to make use of extend. Go here, type extend, get your cursor on this extend and press shift tab. Just press shift tab. Once you press shift tab, you'll be able to see some help available. In this case, for extend, it is showing me this help. Extend list by appending elements from the iterable. This is nothing but what extend does. It is going to extend the list by appending elements from iterable from some other list. That's what this extend is going to do. So what you need to do is, suppose I do not remember what is pop. So I can do L2 pop, press shift tab button. You'll be able to see help of pop. Right? Remove and return item at index. Right? So Python itself provides you help. You don't have to remember it. Okay. And yes, let me show you one more example like this. You can have a list inside a list. For example, I have a list called as nest1. It is like this. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a list inside a list. If I go here and if I try to show you next one, shift enter. Now see, this is what I have. Now in this case, what you can do? What if I want to graph 4? So what you need to do is just go here and first of all, okay, can anyone tell me how can I get 4? I hope you are aware about that. 1 comma 2 comma. I want to graph 4 out of this. So can anyone tell me? 0. This is 1, and 3 4 is 2. First of all, you need to get this list. See, now you got 3 4. I wanted 4, so 4 is at which location? 1. This is what is going to be now. Yes, 2 1. It is 2 1, right? If you ever answered that, it is 2 1. 2 colon 1 colon. If you are saying, yeah, in this case colon will work, no problem. But if I go and if yeah, 2 colon 1 colon also is going to work, or otherwise just 2 colon. So the point is that even you can have a list inside a list. That is possible. That is the example which is given. And yeah, let me ask you a simple question. This one. What if you have a nested list like this? Now tell me, I want to grab target. I want output as target. Just tell me the answer of this. From the nest, I want output as target. So people just let me know what is your answer. I want output as target. Let's see how many people will be able to answer this. Okay, next 3 2. Amin is saying next 3 2. Sharon is saying same thing. Shana is saying same thing. 3 2. Let's see now next 3 2. Mark also again same thing. Let me check whether it is going to give a required answer or not. I have asked you this one, okay? I asked you target. And let's see how many people are going to have mistakes. Yes, Vivor is right. 3 2 0. Those who people said only 3 2, that is not right. I wanted target only. So what is this? It is 3 2 0. So see, he is going to give me what? 4 5 target. From this 0 1 and 2. So it is going to give me target, but target as a list it is going to give me. Try to observe. This is target as a list. I want only target. I want target as a string. That's what 0 is. Yes, that was right. And yes, tell me, I do not want this single quote. What should I do? I do not want single quote in the output. I want the type as none. What can I do? I already told you in the previous session. Yes, use print, right? Saket, we were absolutely right. So if I go and if I try to make a print statement here, inside that if I add on this, now you can check target is like this. So here, if you go and if you try to check the type of this, you will get the type is str. See, type is str. And here if you go and if you try to check the type of this, you are not going to get any type. Let's see. Now see, none type. That's what I was asking you. Because again, this is very, very important. Whenever you will have to do some operations, these things are going to happen. Okay, that's what remember. Even the basic and easy thing, but yes, very important. Okay, so that is the thing. Let me check any example remaining. 320 that is done. Yeah, that was all about list in a short. Let's try to talk about something else that is called as dictionaries. So dictionary actually behave as a key value pair, just like hash table. So dictionaries are always enclosed in curly brackets. Let me give a simple example. Suppose D is equal to in curly brackets, or I can show you another example. So see, dictionary D is equal to, we always use curly brackets for dictionaries. Suppose I want to take a dictionary like this. Name is Sachin. Okay, and so this is a key value pair. Suppose I want to use runs. So suppose maybe 50,000 runs, something like this, and shift enter. So this is called as dictionary. If you want to check the type of that, so you can go and you can check the type of D. So it's DICT. That is nothing but dictionary. So always remember, dictionary is always enclosed in curly brackets and it is a pair of key and value. So what is the key and what is the value here? So here in this case, you can see this name is a key, right? And this runs is a key. Sachin is the value of name and 50,000 is the value of runs. Always remember, you might have used something called as JSON file. I don't know whether you are aware about it or not. JavaScript object notation. So JSON files are always JSON data is always stored in key and value pair, which is exactly similar to dictionary. And see what I am doing. Whenever I am writing down a key, it is always in single quote or in double quotes. Single quote or in double quotes. Value can be in single quote or cannot be in single quote or double quote. If it's a string, then it's a single quote double quote. If it is not, then it is not a single quote or double quote. As simple as that. So JavaScript object notation, you might have observed this kind of a data in case of MongoDB database. Those people who are aware about MongoDB database, for your knowledge, MongoDB database is a key value pair database, which is actually based on JSON-like document. And JSON-like document is actually it actually follows key value pair. Let me tell you application where it can be used. For example, if you want to store sensor data, right? If you want to store sensor data, so key value pair is the best option in that case because it is going to help to move the data very fast, and actually it is very fast to access the data, right? So that's why you can make use of JSON kind of a file or MongoDB database. Some of you might be aware about MongoDB database, some of you might not be. No problem, right? But I'm just trying to give you an example where it can be used, which is exactly similar to dictionary. JSON files. Later on, even we will talk about how to read the JSON kind of a data, which is also very important. So as there is a text file, as there is an Excel file, as there is a CSV file, there is a JSON file also which stores data in the form of key and value pair. Right. So this is what dictionary is, right? This is what our dictionary looks like, key and value pair. Suppose I can create a dictionary D1 is equal to, dictionary is always including curly brackets. Suppose if I try to use some key value pair like this, maybe again name. Suppose if I am writing down name as, okay, let me take some example. Suppose here I have taken runs. Again, it should be in single quote or in double quote. Okay, colon. Now suppose here instead of one value I will use 100, 200, 400, 50,000 and so on. Comma. Suppose I will use players colon dictionary. Here I am using. Inside that dictionary I am using again key and value pair. So just try to observe whatever I am trying to do because there will be some questions for it. So in case of players, if I use maybe something like team, okay, here if I go and if I try to use values like India, okay, suppose Australia, suppose England, something like this. As it's a string, I should be writing it down in single. And let's run. This is what my D1 is. Now try to understand from this the example. You can understand that a dictionary can have list inside it. That is one thing. And a dictionary can have another dictionary inside it. Okay. So suppose I want to grab. Suppose now, can you answer me if you are aware about dictionary? I hope you are aware about that. Just tell me. I want to see Sachin as output. What should I do? How can I get Sachin as output? Let me check what people will say in this case. So D1 of name, right? So here we do not use 0, 1, 2, 3. We use key. So this is a very simple thing. I want to grab Sachin as output. So I will just go and I will try to do it like this. D1 of name is going to be Sachin because name is nothing but a key. Right. Suppose I want to grab this 400 value. What should I do? 400. I want 400 as output. What should I do? D1 of runs first. If I go and if I do D1 of runs, what is the output of this? The output is a list. Right? Out of that, what I want? 400. So people are saying, Sharon and Manas is saying that D1 of runs of 2. Yes, right, Soumya, right, Vibhu. All of you are right. So D1 of runs of 0, 1 and 2. If I go here and if I try to do it as 2, now it is going to give me 4. right? Now, what if I want AUS as output? So tell me, what if I want AUS as output? Australia as output, what should I do? T1 of what? I want this as output, okay? Okay, I got the answer from Mummy. D1 of players of team of 1. Okay, so let me check whether it's right or wrong. D1 of is saying players. D1 of players is going to give me all these things. Then out of these, I should write down team. So I got list of the teams: India, Australia, and England. Yes, D1 of players of team of 1. All of you are right, Manus, Sharon, and Ami. Here they are saying 1. Absolutely. Okay, so I hope you people are able to understand how to work with dictionary also. Right? Now, if I want to see which are the methods which are provided by Python for dictionaries, just go here d1 dot press tab button. You'll be able to see all these methods. Now, I want to see all the keys from the dictionary. That means keys what? Name, runs, and players. These are the keys from the dictionary. So just go here d1 dot keys and run. You'll be able to see name, runs, and players. If you want to see all the values, what you can do is d1 dot values. So how am I able to get all these things? Just d1 dot press tab button. We'll be able to see all these things. So values is here. I am just making use of one method. See, all the values are there. Sachin, this list, and then this dictionary. As I already told you that a dictionary can have a list or another dictionary inside it. Right? So this is what our d1 is. D1 dot press tab button. Yeah, some other methods also available. So if there is something called as pop and there is something called as pop item. Let me show you what happens with pop. See, this is what your original D1. This is how it looks like, right? Now just see what happens with pop. D1 dot pop. So it is saying that pop expected at least one argument, right? That means you should give one argument as a key. Let me show you D1 dot pop item. If I go and if I try to run it, now see it has run. But what it is showing, it has popped the last element, that is players. Players was the last element. So if you want to pop the item, now see if I go here and if I try to just D1, now you will not be able to see players. You will be able to see only name and runs. See name and runs. So pop item by default pops last item. But if you want to pop a particular item from a dictionary, you can use d1.pop. And what I want to pop, suppose I want to pop runs. So just go here and give the name of the key and see it is going to be popped. If you would have wanted to assign it to some variable, yes, you could have assigned it to some variable. That's also possible. Okay. Now if I go and if I try to check d1 here, now see you'll be able to see only this item in your dictionary. So pop item and pop. I hope you people are able to understand the difference between that. Okay, let me check anything remaining in dictionary. And so all the things whatever I have discussed are already given in these notes. Those who are not aware about for them, you can go and you can refer these things. Those who are aware about it, that's good. How to delete multiple keys in dictionary in one command. So see what you can do is if you want to delete multiple keys, okay, for obviously that will not be possible for there is no direct command for that for deleting the multiple keys from the dictionary. Okay? Yes, definitely. See, I am talking about methods, so you will not find out direct method here. If I go, this is what my d1 dot press tab button. There is no direct method, right? But yes, that is possible in Python. You have different options. Either you can go and you can write down a custom code for that with the help of basic Python, right? Or in data frame, we will try to talk about some methods. For example, there is something called as tail. But see, then we will be making use of in series and data frames. Let me show you. If I go and if I try to do something like this, and then check what is given. Now see, del is a delete method. Del is actually what you can say a method available. So if you go and if you try to delete something like this, so see it is going to show d1 is not defined because it is already deleted. If I go here and if I try to run it, I will not be able to see. Del is going to do what? Del is going to delete everything. Someone has said del is a method, but del is going to delete everything. You say, Sharon, you only said, right? Del is going to delete what? It is going to delete everything. But this is not what we want. Suppose if you have a dictionary like this, let me create a dictionary once again. Right. Now see, if I go and if I try to del D and now check D, it is not there. Why? Because it is deleted. Are you getting Sharon? Del is going to delete the dictionary completely. So there is no method available directly for deleting the multiple keys. But yes, it is possible with a custom code, and that we will see. That we will talk about and then we will go and we will try to see the remaining things. Once we see the remaining things, we will talk about that one also. But no direct method available. That doesn't mean that it's not possible. Okay, it's possible. Okay, these are the examples I have shown. Some more examples also shown in this case. Okay, I hope you will be able to do that. Let's try to talk about Boolean. Boolean data type, I have already told you true and false. I hope everyone is able to understand this Boolean. Let's try to talk about something called as tuples. Now see, the next topic is tuples. Some people call it as tuple. Okay? Both of them they are. You can use anything. So whenever I want to create a tuple, I use parentheses. Always remember that's the basic difference between dictionary and tuple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run it. This is what my tuple is. Okay. Suppose I want to create another tuple. T1 is equal to, again, parentheses. Maybe suppose 300, 200, maybe some string. Suppose I use the name Rahul. Okay. Some another string, suppose ABCD, some number and run, and then check T1. Now see, if I try to index it, so you know T1 of 0 is 300. If I go here and suppose T1 of 1 is 200. Now see, T1 of 1 is 200, right? Then what if I go and I try to do it like this? T1 of 1 is equal to any other number. Before that, let me talk about list. See, the difference between list and tuple, you might be doing about it again. L is equal to square bracket, suppose 33, 22, 54, something like this. This is what my list is. Now L of 1 is 22. Now if I go and instead of this L of 1, if I want to use 900. So see, now if I go and if I try to check L, so instead of this 22, now you will find out 900. But that is not the case in case of tuple. Let me show you. See, what is our T1? Our T1 is this, right? So let me show you here. Our T1 is this. Now suppose if I go, T1 of 1 is what? 200. Now if I try to override that value with some other value like 800. Now see, tuple object does not support atom assignment. So that's a basic difference between a list and tuple. In case of list, you can override the element, but in case of tuple, you cannot override the element, right? So the basic difference between them is given like this. Tuples are immutable and lists are mutable. So try to understand mutability. Tuples are immutable and lists are mutable. That is nothing but this. You cannot override the value in case of tuples. Right? So the best example of the application where tuple can be used is maybe suppose just take example of maybe some online application. For example, book my show. So if you go and if you try to book the tickets for movies, you might have noticed that for each and every ticket you are going to get a unique ID, right? And that ID should not be overwritten. Or maybe you can take example of bank. In bank, we always get unique account number, right? And no one should be able to override that account number in our account. Right? No one should be able to override the account number. So in that case, you can go and you can use a data structure like tuple. I'm just giving you an example just to understand. So tuples are immutable and lists are mutable. In tuples, you cannot override the element, but in lists you can override the element. That's a basic difference between tuple and list. Again, this is what my T1 is. If you want to see all the methods available in tuple, go here T1 dot and press tab button, you will be able to find out count is a basic method available in tuple. Suppose I want to count how many times 200 has occurred. So you can check it has occurred one time. Right? So T1 dot press tab index. If you want to index of any element, suppose I want to index of this particular element, I can get it. So it is at index 2, 0, 1, 2, right? That's a basic difference between tuple and a list. Is the only difference between list and tuple? Is that the only difference between list and tuple? Saket is asking, is it the only difference? So see, Saket, I told you two differences. The first one is list makes use of square brackets, tuples makes use of parentheses. Lists are mutable, tuples are immutable. Right? And if you talk about some other differences, obviously there are other differences also. You can go and you can compare them on the basis of methods available. Is it clear, Saket? There are methods available. Tuples can find out count and index, but if you go and if you try to find out in case of lists, you have a lot of methods available in case of lists. Right? That can also be another difference. In tuples can do insert, so that's what I am trying to tell you, Sharan. See, are you able to find out insert method here in case of tuple? T1 dot. Are you able to find out insert here? You are able to find out only count and index. So there is no direct method available for insert in case of tuple. Is it clear, Sharan? No direct method available. But in case of list, it is available. Because see, that's why on application, on a use case, it is going to depend whether to make use of tuple or a list. Yeah, I hope both of you are clear. But yes, with custom code, that is also possible. Okay, if you want to go and if you want to add something, that's also possible with help of custom code. So many times you will feel you will see that we will be using list only in most of the cases. Okay, so that was all about tuples and list in a brief. Okay, and these are the examples which are shown to you before also. All these things, same thing I have explained. Now, sets. What is a set actually? Set is a collection of unique elements. Okay, see, collection of unique elements. Try to understand the definition of a set itself tells you everything. Again, for set also we use curly brackets, but there is a difference between set and dictionary. I will tell you that. See, if I go and try to write on 1 comma 2 comma 3, it's a set. It is not a dictionary. Okay. Or if you want to assign it to some variable, you can go and you can assign it to S. If you want to check the type of that, go here and try to check the type of S. It is a set. Because dictionary is what? Dictionary is a key value pair. Set is a collection of unique elements. Now try to understand. Unique elements means what? Suppose S1 is equal to, if I go here and if I try to add 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 2 comma something like this, 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 5 comma 6, something like this. Now if I run it and if I try to check S1, it is only going to show me unique elements. So set is a collection of unique elements. Try to understand that. Okay. Now suppose if I try to create a variable v is equal to like this, right? Now my question is, just tell me whether it's a set or a dictionary. What will be the output of this set or a dictionary? So Sharan is saying set, Amin is saying dictionary, Mark is saying set, Vibor is saying set. Okay, who said dictionary? Rahul is saying set. Now let's see. That's why understanding definitions is very important. Right? Basic thing but important. Many of you said set, but many people will feel that it's a dictionary. Now see, it is a dictionary. So who is right? Amin is right. Though very basic thing, very easy thing, but most of you are wrong. Whatever Amin said, yeah, Amin that is right. Whatever you said, it is right. It's a dictionary. It's not a set. So try to understand people. What I told you, set is a collection of unique elements. Dictionary is a key value pair. For both of them, we use curly brackets. So this is a dictionary, but it's an empty dictionary. Now I will show you how to create an empty set. You might have studied about sets in algebra or math. Let's see. another variable v1 is equal to set, and then this one, and then if I go and if I try to check the type of that v1, now it's a set. So always remember, if you want to create an empty dictionary, use like this, only curly brackets. If you want to create an empty set is created like this. I hope everyone is clear about that, right? So that's what, again, this is also very, very important. You might have heard about uh, one exam which was conducted by TCS in the last year for people, for final year people, for their placement, right? So those people who will clear the Python exam, uh, they will directly go for interview. So in that exam they ask this kind of question, very basic questions they also ask. So that's why these basics are very, very important. That's the only reason why I asked you people that whether you are aware about all the basics or not. So try to remember. Okay? I hope everyone is clear. So this is how you can identify whether it's a set or a dictionary. Suppose maybe I can later on I can show you some questions. Those questions also. Uh, you might have heard about one exam which is conducted by Microsoft company, which is based on basic Python. I generally conduct trainings for that exam also. In that exam, they ask very basic questions about Python. This is one of them, and still people are confused. Right? Maybe whenever we will get time, we will try to discuss about some of those questions. Okay? I hope everyone is clear about this topic. So that's a set. All other examples of set I have shown it here. See, you can actually call set function. Pass in the list to grab the set of unique elements. So this is also one way you can go and you can create a set. What are we trying to do here? We are just trying to pass a list of elements. And what is set? Set is a collection of unique elements. See, let me first of all run this. If you see, you will be able to see only unique elements. But if I go and if I try to show you it as a list, okay. Suppose let me assign it to variable L. Let me show you L. Now see, L is going to show you all the elements. But if you want to see only unique elements, what you can do is you can just take that list and call a set method with that list. You will get only unique elements, or a set as output you will get. So try to understand. Set is a collection of unique elements. This definition you might have read many number of times, but still we make mistakes. Right? So just try to understand this basic difference. And yeah, one more thing. Suppose. So what was the name of the set which we have given earlier? So S1. So in our case, our S1 set looks like this. If I want to check all the methods, S1 dot press tab button, you will be able to see all these methods available for set. If I want to use add, now see, if I go here and if I try to add some element in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, suppose I add 989. Go here and check S1, you will be able to see 989 added to the list, to the set. If I go here and add S1 dot add two elements at a time, 400 comma 300. Let's see what happens. So it is going to give me error. Add text exactly one argument, right? But yes, again it is possible to add multiple elements at a time. Now let me show it once again. S1, this is what my S1 is, right? Suppose I want to add 400 and 300. What I will do is S2 is equal to, let me create a separate set, maybe 400 comma 300. Let me run it. What I can do is S1 dot, I can use something called as union, and you know what is union. So S1 dot union S2, and then go, and then you will see that in S1 you have these elements. But this is not S1 actually. You will have to do something like this, and then you will be able to see the S3 as final result. Right? So this is how you can make it. Union, intersection, all these methods are available. Difference. I hope you are aware about all those things, right? Union, intersection, difference. Again, pop is also there. See, in S1, what do we have? In S1, right now I have these elements. If I go here and if I try to use S1.pop and if I run it, I'll be able to see it as pop1. Now if you go and if you try to check S1, you will not be able to see 1. So by default it is going to pop the first element. If I go and if I try to check, if I run pop once again S1 dot pop, and if I run it and if I try to see S1, now 2 will not be there because 2 is popped. From the left side. That's what pop method is used for set. It should pop 989, right? But no, this is how it is going to work in this of set share. It is going to pop from the left side. Is it right? That's why I show it to you. Is it right, Sharon? If you want to pop particular element, you can go and you can pop it. So if you want to understand that, go here, press shift tab. Now see, remove and return an arbitrary set element. So suppose if I go here, if this is what my S1 is, if I try to do something like this, S1 of suppose 2, and it is going to give me object. Set object is not calling. So again, if I S1 dot pop, if I do 2, so pop takes no arguments, one given. So that is what default it is going to pop. So, Monisha is asking, how do you check the details of any command? So what I do, Monisha, S1 is a set we created. Pop, I'm just getting my cursor here and pressing shift tab on your keyboard. Shift and tab. That's it. Is it clear, Monisha? Are you getting? And does it answer your question, Sharon? It is popping from left side. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I hope everyone is clear. And see, there is no end to Python, right? That's why I'm telling you all these things, how to take the help and all these things, because Python itself tells you how to learn Python. So always remember that. Okay. So that's one thing. Let's try to see any other thing. Add command also can make it work. I have already shown you. Comparison operators equal to, yeah, this one you might be doing it, right? See, greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, equal to. I hope you are aware about that. What will be the output of this one? 2 equal to 2. Just tell me how. What will be the output of this? I hope you are aware about that, right? Equal to equal is a comparison operator. So I'm getting the answer. So yeah, absolutely right. All of you are saying true. So yes, that is right. If we run it, that is true. What will be the output of 3 equal to 2? Can you tell me? 3 equal to 2. Right. Shravan. Right. You are not going to get either true or false. It will be error. Because equal to is the assignment operator. 3 equal to 2 should give you false. So I hope you are aware of all this. Yeah, one more thing. Tell me what will be the output of Sachin equal to Sachin. What will be the output of this? False. Yes, absolutely right. All of you. It is going to give me false because uppercase S and lowercase s, they are not same, they are different. Ask you very different. Yeah. Okay. I hope that is also clear. Any other thing to discuss? Check. So this is called as not equal to operator. I hope you are aware about one not equal to 2. Right? So if I write down 1, 3 not equal to 4, it is going to give me true because that's a not equal to operator. Explanation sign and equal to is a not equal to operator. Another thing, yeah, this is also going to give me true because again they are not equal. Yes, this is also going to be true. So I hope everyone is clear. So okay, maybe remaining things we will try to complete in the next session. Again, some basic forms. So maybe it will take one more session to complete all this. right? So just send your seat numbers and your names, and then we will stop you. And yes, as I told you, for the notes, I'll be giving you the links below the video recordings. Okay, so from there you will download it, and I will notify in the group. So those people who send their seat numbers, you can drop off, no problem, because so that I will understand how many people have sent their seat numbers and names, roll numbers and names. Yes, yes, yes. Those who send their roll numbers and names, you can drop and send it first. So I will wait for 3-4 minutes and then I will end the meeting. So send it fast. So Amin is asking when we will start studying about actual data science. We can start from tomorrow only, Amin. But that's why I asked you whether you people are aware about basic Python or not. Basic Python or not. So even if you can start tomorrow only, Amin. If you people are aware about basic Python, I have no problem. I have no problem. I can directly go and start with the algorithms. But if you talk about this, maybe we will take two more sessions and then we will start. Because what I got from all people is that they are not aware about basic Python. They need some revision kind of thing. So maybe 2 sessions, I mean, and then we will start with actual data science, whatever you are saying. Is it clear? I mean, are you there? Yeah. And someone is asking about Diwali vacations. I don't know. I will update you. Maybe you will get some notice from your college. So let me talk with madam. Accordingly, you will get the updates on the group. Yes, done all of you. Okay, okay. Tomorrow onwards Diwali holidays. Okay, no problem. So I think there will be no session tomorrow then. Let me confirm from madam. Let me ask. Maybe tomorrow onwards there will be holidays. I think it is still 18. So we will have to also follow that. Don't worry. Don't worry. You will not get link tomorrow if it is holiday. Yes, remaining people just send your roll numbers and names fast. I can see 30 people still are there. I hope everyone done. So should I end the meeting? Anyone remaining? Just send it in the chat box. So all the updates you will get in the group, whether there will be session or not. Don't worry about that. Yes, people remaining, send it. I can see 18 people still there. Yeah, those who sent the names and roll numbers, please drop off. I hope everyone done.